Ahmad Rashad back at the Delta Center, and early on, Scottie Pippen re-injured his back on that dunk shot that he had just at the beginning of the game. He has been in the locker room for the past 5 or 6 minutes trying to stretch that back out. He has both doctors in there. They're just trying to see what they can do to get him ready to play. And if anything else happens, I will be here to report it to you. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks a lot. Guys, as we begin the second quarter with Utah up by 3, something significant. They were able to make a run and turn this game around a bit with Howard Eisley on the floor rather than John Stockton. And Eisley did not play well for them in Chicago, so much so that Jerry Sloan barely used him with the game in doubt on Friday night.
Well, they went on a 17-5 run with Stockton sitting down, but also a key, they brought Antoine Carr in for Keefe, so they got another offensive player in there, Bob. That was real critical for them.
As Jim Gray reported before the game, Eisley has been suffering from vertigo. Apparently not dizzied by the heights of Game 6 tonight. Shandon Anderson with a nice move.
Every time Anderson comes in, they immediately go into post against either Burrell or Buechler.
Jordan opens the second quarter on the bench, which is usually the way Phil Jackson plays it. Whistle away from the ball from Hugh Hollins.
Again, Isaiah, Shandon Anderson in the post, and he just backs Scott Burrell down. Nobody helps him out. And that's a big weapon for them coming off the bench.
And Doug, the danger is when you don't finish your job at home, Scottie Pippen comes on the road, he gets hurt. I remember when we were in the finals playing against the Los Angeles Lakers, and I got injured in the Game 6, sprained my ankle, turned the whole series around, and that's what may happen here.
Anderson picked up the foul a moment ago, and then it's Foster following him. 2 quick Utah personals here in the first minute of the second quarter. Knocked away from Wennington, ball loose, chased down by Foster. But then he loses it. An unforced error, to use tennis terminology. There were 2 white shirts there.
See, Bob, the difference right now is when you're resting Michael Jordan. With Pippen hurt, he's not out there with the anchor that second team. Now you've got a team out there. Who's going to run the show? Who's going to be the guy to make sure that they run their offense and get the shots that they want? So this really hurts with Scottie Pippen being out of the lineup right now because you have to rest Michael Jordan at some point.
Kukoc is the only starter for either team on the floor right now. Foster on Tony. Wennington travels.
Playing out of character. Bill Wennington is a catch-and-shoot player. He's not a guy, Isaiah, that puts the ball on the floor.
Rodman to the scorer's table. He'll have to wait till the next whistle. Which comes almost right away. Another illegal defense against Chicago, the 4th.
Now see, the reason that's illegal is Chris Morris is out above the three-point line. Jud Buechler can be no lower than the foul line. When he drops below that foul line, he's automatically illegal.
So Eisley is selected to shoot the tee. After the first illegal defense, every subsequent one against you results in a technical foul shot.
See, Chris Morris is going to be out above the three. Look where Buechler is. He's illegal right now. So that's the call, and that's why they get the free throw.
Utah by 6. Foster on the move. And throws it away. 2 atrocious turnovers by Foster on consecutive possessions.
Trying to do too much. Keep the game simple. You'll get minutes on the floor.
Kukoc. Chris Morris pulls in the rebound. Carr from Eisley. Missed it off the glass. Rodman, good pass to Kukoc.
Straight back cut by Kukoc. He set him up, then back cut, faked him off the screen, Great pass by Rodman. Great look back through post.
See, Isaiah, though, Foster's got to push him over the top. That's what they did in the game 5, and Tony got 7 points to start the game.
Carr trying to back in on Rodman. It's off Anderson's hands, but recovered by Isley. 2 seconds to shoot. And he hits the three! Are they calling the shot clock violation? Let's see. Dick Pavetta says yes. And they wave it off, though it appeared to me as if he had beaten it. See if the ball isn't out of his hand. 1 second. It's on the way, and they missed the call. Timeout with Utah's lead, still only 4.
Well, it's a big break for the Chicago Bulls. Howard Isley lets this shot go. He gets it out of his hands, and you're going to see here, look, the shot clock actually should be at 1 here, but the ball is off. Right there you see it. The ball is in the air at 1. That should have counted. That's a big turnaround, and the Bulls get a big break there. Instead of up 7 Utah, now it's only a 4-point game.
Jim Gray tells us that on the Utah bench, Jerry Sloan said, that's horrible, but I can't get thrown out of the game. He already has 1 technical and can't risk another. We have a further report on Scottie Pippen. Here's Ahmad.
All right, Bob, I just found out that they're working on Scottie Pippen in the back, and I've been told that Scottie says he's telling the medical staff that he is not able to play. So that could be the end of it for Scottie tonight. Bob?
Judd Bushler, who may get more minutes as a result, hits the shot from the side. Michael Jordan is also back in after resting about 2.5 minutes at the outset of the second quarter.
Now, if you remember, Bushler came in and gave Chicago big minutes in that Indiana series. He's going to need to do that again here tonight with no Pippen.
Malone around Rodman to the hoop and missed it. Out of bounds, off Utah.
See, Luke Longley was just big there around the basket, and he forced Malone into a miss. Carl tried to get contact to get the foul, and it caused him to miss the layup, but Longley stood strong that time.
Utah does not have a single offensive rebound in this game. In Game 5, they had better success on the offensive glass than at any other time in the series. Contact between Anderson and Kerr. Offensive foul on Chicago.
See, teams really complain a lot about this because this is a pet play by Chicago. They make this little inside reverse pivot. Watch Kerr as the man goes by, and he bumps him off on the turn. That's a good call. I know in coaching against Chicago, I used to always warn the officials on that play because if you're going to let him turn, it's a very difficult play to guard, see?
It's like the 49ers linemen used to do with that whiplash play where they kick their feet out and throw the defenders off balance.
Now it's Bushler who's nailed with a personal. Isley has just gone out. Stockton back in at point guard. Ryan Russell has also returned to Utah's lineup. That's Russell with the ball. Malone from Carr. And he walked with it.
See, Antoine Carr's got to be ready to step in and shoot that ball. They're doubling down on the block now, and Karl Malone swung him the basketball. He's got to shoot it. Those are the same shots he had the other night in Game 5 that he buried to help them get the win.
The Bulls can tie with a basket here or take the lead with a 3. Jordan in and out on him, and Carr claims it. Carr from Stockton.
There you go. There you go.
Now you see Carr pull up and hit the 15-footer, but a moment ago he pulled up and missed that little easy bank shot off the glass. The 15-footer dead on is a better shot for him to take than the one off the glass.
Jordan wheels inside around Anderson, and again it's a 2-point game. Michael has 10. Malone in traffic. Got his own and put it back in.
That's that first offensive rebound that you talked about. Malone get it and got 2 points.
Malone feels very confident against Longley and Rodman right now. He feels that he can get anything that he wants underneath.
Jordan, daylight for 3. 13 for Michael. Utah by 1. If Pippen can't go the rest of this game, and if there is a game 7, inside it goes to Carr, and he hits the layup. How much more of the load can Jordan possibly carry? He played 45 minutes on Friday night. It's taking him a whole lot of shots to get his points through the finals. But if he doesn't step up, other than Kukoc, who else can? Here is Tony.
To follow up on your point, Bob, this would be a very wearing game for Jordan. To try to tire him down and wear him out. It'd be interesting to see if he'll have enough at the end of the game because of the minutes he's going to have to play.
Malone, tough catch, gathers it in, fade away. Carr to follow. Knocked away from behind, and he was fouled. It's number 1 on Jordan.
John Stockton with a beautiful pass in rhythm to Antoine Carr, and the pull-up jump shot on the secondary break. And then Karl Malone working once again in the post. He backs himself down strong. Misses it, but the great effort and the great hands to get the ball back and the finish. And in a give and go, the back door, the weak side help. Anderson finds Antoine Carr underneath and the little finger roll, and Utah leads by 1.
Ahmad Rashad back at the Delta Center. Now an update on Scottie Pippen. The time that he was doing the stretching, trying to see if he could come back and play, he was in the officials' dressing room trying to get the stretching. He has now moved from that locker room to his own locker room, but the word is that he's still unable to play. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks a lot. What was the most important regular season game of the year? Undoubtedly the one at midseason here at the Delta Center, where Utah trailed the Bulls by 24 points early, 41-17, and rallied to win. Changed the outcome of that one game. And this series would have opened and ended if a 6th and 7th were required in Chicago rather than in Salt Lake City. It was that win that gave Utah home court and gives them a game 7 if one is necessary here at the Delta Center rather than on the road. And do the Bulls face the remainder of this game and a possible 7th game either without Scottie Pippen or with a weakened Scottie Pippen?
See, with the Bulls depleted right now, the Jazz must keep the pace of this game up. They've got to use their superior depth and just keep trying to wear Michael Jordan down.
Jordan into the lane. Tough shot. He was fouled. He'll come to the line with a chance to tie it.
So they really made the switch in Game 5. They started Russell on him, did a good job, and then they came in with Anderson. They put Hornacek on Pippen, and that really had an effect because Michael had to work a little bit harder in the post against Russell.
This is the 103rd game of the season for the Bulls and for Michael Jordan. Antoine Carr going out. Jordan hasn't missed a single game since he returned from baseball. Ron Harper returns to the Chicago lineup. He has also played more minutes than at any time since the '92 season when he was a much younger man. And now with Pippen ailing, he'll be asked to do even more if that's possible. Malone slips it through a crowd to Anderson, who misses the floater. Rodman juggles the rebound but saves it in. Only his 2nd rebound tonight and only his 5th in the last game and a half after such a strong performance in Game 4. Michael springs free and takes the lob from Kukoc.
Great roll off for Russell. Faked up and spent off him. Kukoc put it right there for the easy lay-in for Jordan. I'm noticing, Doug, every time Malone gets it on the low post now, they're coming to double team, trying to keep Rodman out of foul trouble.
Hornacek returns it to Malone. Now has it back in a crowd and misses. Anderson flies in, can't hit the tip. Malone another try, and there it is for Utah.
You see, Rodman didn't even try to contest that shot underneath. Don't want to get in foul trouble, so Malone's going to have his way down there. Just have to be careful and take his time and not draw offensive foul.
Riding the seesaw, now it's Utah's turn to lead. Stockton knocked it away, Chicago ball. Phil's still lobbying for that travel on Malone on the last possession, but ain't gonna happen. Michael, head fake, he traveled. So Phil got the traveling call, but certainly not on the guy he wanted.
And Steve Kerr just said to Pavetta, hey, call it on Malone down at the other end. I talked to Rodman after the last game, and he felt that Malone traveled a lot. That's why he was able to get away from him.
Malone in the lane. Up and under against Rodman.
He's getting such deep position right now in Rodman. The Utah Jazz are executing their offense to perfection.
18 for the mailman. Jordan for three. And there's his answer.
I think that's his third three of the game, Bob. And going into this game, Kukoc and Pippen were a combined 4 for 23 from three at the Delta Center in the first two games.
It is his third tonight, and he has 19 points. Malone tries to answer, and can, and he has 20. A Jordan-Malone duel shaping up in Game 6. Kukoc on the run. He's in double figures now with 10.
Isaiah, how much is it going to take him to figure out that he's a left-handed player? And you can't let him come with a strong hand. You got to send him back to help.
He's such a good dribbler, and he gives you that hitch move, and it draws you out of position, and he gets you every time with it.
Kukoc on Russell. Gives him some room, and Russell accepts the challenge and drills the jumper. Utah by 2.
You got to make Tony Kukoc play defense, and that's what Brian Russell did on that possession.
It was Russell's first basket. Here's Michael. He's got 21.
I'm watching Jordan, and he's in such a nice rhythm offensively. Everything is coming very easy to him. And right now they have to be really careful because this looks like this could be a 40-point game from him.
Tied at 43. Shaping up as a higher scoring game than we've generally had in this series. It's Hornacek.
See, Malone is getting the ball on the block where he wants it. They're running splits, they're running post-ups, and the Jazz are in a great rhythm right now.
Timeout Chicago. Utah by 2 with 1:49 to play in the half. Coming up on the Prudential Halftime Report, Hannah Storm talks with Phil Jackson, who reflects on his years with the Chicago Bulls. Some pretty good memories, lots of question marks for the immediate future for the coach of the 5-time world champions. That's at halftime.
Let's watch the Michael Jordan possession that he scored on. Brian Russell, as he cuts, is going to give him a shot. Michael doesn't like it. Michael delivers a blow right there. So Russell pushes him back, and he catches it. Now you got an angry Michael Jordan. He squares up and buries the shot. So the referees let both of them get a blow in, and Michael finished with a jump shot.
8 of 14 thus far. Down by 2, the Bulls put it in play. Jordan's the guy they want, even more so than usual, and that's why. 15 of his 23 have come in this quarter. Hornacek. Off the back iron. After the missed three, Chicago comes back, looking to take the lead. Russell trying to contend with Michael. Finally, he misses one. Anderson tries to save it, but was on the line.
Bob, the only thing you can hope for right now is that Michael Jordan's going to run out of energy, because he is in an unbelievable scoring mode. The backup and the fadeaway, and he hits the jump shot, and then he comes back the next time, but he's wanting the ball in every possession. Can he play at this pace if Scottie Pippen can't play at all in the second half?
If ever there has been an athlete, at least in recent history, able to will himself beyond even his considerable physical talents, it has been Michael Jordan. As Skip Bayless of the Chicago Tribune put it earlier in the playoffs, he's that rarest of athletes, a supremely talented overachiever. Stockton's all over Kerr. Now it's Hornacek on Michael. Fade away. He's missed two in a row now. Hornacek brings it back the other way. Stockton from Malone.
Beautiful slip on that play. Stockton went across like he was going to set the screen on Longley. Michael relaxed just a moment. He slipped it. The give and go, Isaiah. That was a beautiful play.
And Doug, now that Malone has really taken advantage of Chicago inside, now the perimeter will free up. Now they have to pay attention to Malone. Now Stockton and Hornacek will be able to step up and play and get involved.
They were just putting a couple of seconds back onto the clock. Michael for three. Hornacek takes the rebound. Jordan had made 3 3-pointers earlier in the half. He's now missed 3 shots in succession.
Big possession here for the Jazz. A chance to get this crowd alive and up 4 going in at half.
Shot clock and game clock virtually identical. Stockton fouled. Chicago had a foul to give. Utah ball from the side, still plenty of time. 6.9.
They love to run high screen roll here with Stockton and Malone. Hornacek works in behind the ball, or Russell for a 3-point shot.
The foul was on Kerr, his second. He goes out. Harper in. Better defensive player anyway. Malone. The bounce to Russell. 2 big assists in the last couple of possessions for Malone. 3 seconds. Michael to half court. From there. Almost. So Jordan had 23, matching his number in the first half, but missed his last 4. Malone generally more accurate in the course of scoring 20. Utah by 4.